For us mere mortals, one of, if not the most difficult sports to conceive of, is artistic gymnastics. For many of us, it was the one pursuit that we couldn't even consider in phys ed class. For the men, 6 apparatus events to deal with: floor exercise, the pommel horse, the rings, the vault, the parallel bars, and the high-flying horizontal bar. Our next inductee mastered them all. The forerunner of men's gymnastics in Canada, the absolutely magnificent Curtis Hibbert. Curtis Hibbert of Toronto may have flipped more times than anyone else in the province, from 2 decades as a Hollywood stunt performer to a role as a school resource officer for the Toronto Police, and of course, as one of the most accomplished and awarded male gymnasts to ever compete in Canadian colors. The dream began when he was 7 years old, one of 7 children of an immigrant family. A year later, he was a provincial champion, and by 12, he had been invited to train with the national team. But it didn't come easily. Curtis had to work as a dishwasher and a janitor to take part in a summer development camp. But the sacrifice paid off. At age 17, he was competing for Canada at the Pan American Games, and 4 years later in Rotterdam, he won silver in the high bar at the World Championships,
becoming the first Canadian gymnast to ever win a medal at the Worlds.
Twice an Olympian, 6 times a Canadian champion, Curtis segued into a career in the stunt business, and then he became a real world cop in the city where he first leapt to athletic fame. As a competitor, actor, coach, and constable, Curtis Hibbert has stuck the landing as a worthy new member of the Ontario Sports Hall of Fame. Here to present to our honored inductee is board member Paula Frederick. Gonna get her picture taken with Curtis. Please welcome a World Championship medalist, 5-time Commonwealth Games champion. In Auckland, New Zealand, he won the team and the all-around titles. Curtis Hibbert of Toronto, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you. They tell you, especially a sport like mine, you get 15 minutes of fame, and they told me I have 4 minutes to speak, so I'll do for 2 minutes and save the other 2 for later on. Get my speech out. Good evening, everyone. It is a tremendous honor to be inducted into the Ontario Sports Hall of Fame tonight. To recognize amongst so many exceptional athletes and contributors to sport in our province is both humbling and deeply meaningful. This moment presents not only my personal journey, but also the countless people who supported, guided, and inspired me along the way. I wouldn't be here without some very special people. My coaches, Tom Zivik, Maosaki Naosaki, who both brought no longer with us, played an enormous role in shaping my journey in gymnastics. I especially am touched today to have George Zivik, Tom Zivik's son, here tonight, representing representing Tom and now. It means so much to have their presence with us in spirit. Another part of gymnastics journey happened every summer at the Canadian Adventure Camp, located up in Temagami. That was a place where training turned into friendships and lifelong memories. We all owe so much to Skip Connett, who created a camp that provided an environment of work like a dog 3 times a day with maximum fun in the woods of Northern Ontario. Skip is no longer with us, and I am grateful that the new camp owner, Justin Gerson, is here tonight continuing the CAC legacy. I also like to thank representatives from the Gymnastics Ontario, the Canadian Gymnastics Federation, for their attendance here tonight. Gymnastics opened many doors I never expected. It led me to a career as a stuntman in TV and film, where falling down is actually considered a skill. And today, I proudly serve my community as a Toronto police officer. Being a part of the service, thank you. Being a part of the service is an incredible honor and a meaningful chapter in my life. To my colleagues from the film and policing who are here tonight, thank you for your support. I also want to acknowledge my family. My siblings, Michael, Carol, and Barry, who are here tonight, also the ones that aren't, Tony, Vivian, Mitzi, and George. Yep, we have 8 people in our family, not 7, sorry. My wife, Kathy, happy birthday, babe. Her mother and sister, Lorraine and Marcy, and of course my 2 boys, Samuel and Miles. It means so much to share this moment with you. Lastly, I would like to honor my mom and dad. Without their unbelievable parenting skills and their boundless love, my siblings and I would not be who we are today. This induction means so much to me, but it truly belongs to everyone who's been part of my journey, those here tonight and those we remember. Thank you to the Ontario Sport Hall of Fame for this honor, and thank you all for celebrating it with us tonight. Thank you.